Hey, welcome. Today we're going to be reviewing Perfect Match Book's first book. So I'm really excited about that because it's been one of my favorite books and I really liked it. So are you ready? Because we're going to start with Perfect Match. And if you haven't played the book, then go back to your Choices app and play this book and come back here. Alright, so if you have already played it now, let's get started. Perfect Match book I played around last year and early last year, and it was really a nice book. When I first started playing it, it was not really speaking to me, but slowly the main attraction, the climax started building, and I was like, this is super awesome. The first chapter is True Love Guaranteed. An exclusive matchmaking service guarantees that they can find your perfect match, but is it too good to be true? Now, there is one matchmaking company. We go there through our sister Nadia, who has got her perfect match through that company. She purchases us to go there, but our friend Inspector, he is not really the one to trust love or this kind of romantic things, or you know this kind of real things that promise us that they will find us our perfect match. Damien, our friend who is a cop, I believe, or FBI agent, he is not into that. So he really stops us. But we go there. Then we were given a question where we need, I think, 10 or some questions, and we solved the questions. Then, according to that, we were given our perfect match. And I personally believe, like, wow, choices came up with all the questions, like the way it was designed, and it's something like, in the elementalist, how we got our power, like were we sun attuned or moon attuned or water attuned, the way they found it out, the same way the questions were designed here. That was spot on, by the way. I took a screenshot of that because, well, it's also something that it really relates to personally too, beside the story. Let me know, guys, how did you like those questions? Then there is a gender customizable love interest, Hayden, and also race customizable. They're the main love interest, but nonetheless the only one. Then we go on through the next chapter, Match Made in Heaven. Your gorgeous blind date has arrived, but is Hayden the perfect match you've been promised? Now, throughout the next chapters, we go through the up and downs. We see, wow, we have a perfect match, and we go on different dates. We get to know them, their life, and other things. And then we, in the third chapter, you're invited to Nadia's housewarming party, but will personalities clash when Hayden meets your friends? Now, Hayden's personality, you can choose what is going to be their profession. Are they going to be draw artist or photographer, or I think language expert? It all depends on our choice, but it's still so normal, like we have got a date. It's just those blind date stuff, like online dating, like that. A company, they promise that we're gonna choose someone for you and it's gonna be perfect. So it's going on, and then there's a personality clash. Damien, like I said, he believes something different. There was Nadia's boyfriend Steve, who she also got from that company. Then we go through some drama there, but that's pretty much normal drama, right? And in chapter 4, we see on a romantic couples trip upstate, will things go as smoothly as you hope? Now, we go to Steve's house, and there is an accident. The accident of Steve, if you remember. And then next chapter in the hospital, we finally meet Steve's father, but is he hiding something? Though we meet Steve's father, like, here's the chapter for me in chapter 5, things start to build up. Like, why? I did not even I couldn't even have thought like this would be happening. I was like, there could be some mystery, but the way the accident part and then everything went on, it was super awesome. Then slowly we found out that the main part of the story, the main mystery, you and Nadia uncover a disturbing truth about Steve while Damien investigates Eros firsthand. So we see then Steve is vanished, and I remember we and Nadia went to some street race. There was a biker gang, and there was Steve. He was Steve's lookalike, and he was Steve, quite frankly, but he was not Steve at the same time. Now we finally, through various struggles, we find out what is really happening. This company, Eros, what they do is basically they make AI, artificial intelligence. They ask you questions and they see, all right, so this is their perfect match. And then they program an AI, all right? And then they give you your perfect match and then they take it away. After some, it's not permanent, like they took Steve away from Nadia. They take them away, they reprogram them, and they give it to someone else. Now, we don't know as to why they're doing this as of now, but we will find it out. And also Nadia, who is vulnerable now after losing Steve. Then we see, with Hayden in critical condition, you turn to your friends for comfort, but will your time with them reveal even more secrets? We see those things in chapter 8 and 9 too. We see even Hayden, I believe they were being chased by some of the Eros company's members, and then the teaser they fire and it hits their stomach, and instead of blood we see, wow, this is AI, artificial intelligence, because they're not made of blood, or they don't have blood inside them, but they have something that we never saw like that before, and we thought, this is robotic, what is happening? And that was a big shocker for us. And I remember that our main character was going through this, whether to go for Hayden and what to think about Hayden from now on. Because at first, throughout the so far, we thought Hayden is our love interest. I mean, who we got from Isra, of course, but Hayden was Eros. But Hayden was with us all the way, throughout the way, right? So, but we never thought like Hayden was a robot and not a real person. But we get the options, like we're perfectly okay with Hayden. It's Hayden's thinking, because AIs can't think the way they program, they behave the way. But Hayden showed her own intelligence. Hayden showed she can think on her own. Hayden showed she has her own intelligence. That was pretty impressive. Then we go to play some cop with Eros. Will you find what you're looking for in the Eros office after hours, or will someone find you first? There was a trouble. And then after digging too deep, you find yourselves on the run with options running out. Where will you go? So then we run from Eros because they have found out that we were digging too deep to find their secrets. But good part was Damien, Sloan even, who I forgot to mention, pardon me for that, was also a main character of this book. At first, she started as a roommate of Hayden, and of course, at first, we didn't suspect her, but she was a nice person too, who always wanted to work for NASA. But later, we found out that she is an engineer, I think, of Israel, or who works for, Eros, forgive me, Eros, and who works for them, and who designs this artificial intelligence, and they designed Hayden too, and they put all the data related to their past, their mom, dad, those memories. Those were created artificially by none other than Sloan. And we get to know all those things, and Sloan is a love interest. We find it out later in the book. And also Damien is a love interest. Then, lying low, chapter 11, we see, now with targets on your back, you and your friends seek respite in Berlin, but a warm welcome may not be in sight. Now here's the time we go to Berlin, and there was Damien's old friend who had something with Damien in the past, and we lay low there, and there was a whole new plot there. In Berlin, we go to a place, clubs, and we get various dimensions. And let me know, guys, how did you use your dimensions? Because when I played the book, I personally found out like dimensions were really necessary. If you didn't choose some dimensions, for instance, choosing a helicopter to escape, if you don't do that, you'll be leaving one member behind, or something bad would happen. So how did you use your dimensions? Let me know in the comment section below. Then your match is in danger, and your only chance to help lies in the Berlin underground with some shitty characters. So there was this thing too, that some characters helped us, like I said, and our perfect match, Hayden, they were in danger because the company, Eros, wanted them back. And then chapter 13, On Track, trapped in close quarters on the way to Moscow, you uncover surprising secrets, heartfelt confessions, and a deal that changes everything. And then Thin Ice, Eros brings you to the cold, dark heart of their operation, and you have something sinister planned for you. Then I think it was Greenland or somewhere we go, and there was an underground chamber where the Eros company's boss, I can't remember his name, but he was there and he was investigating us, he was asking us questions, and Nadia, our main character, Hayden, and Damien, all of us were there. And also we were given these options: we can dress to impress or what we can say. So at that point I was thinking, wow, this is the boss, I want to smack in his face, because what he's been doing wrong. But there were options: you can fraternize with him, you can get on his good sides. Like, he would ask one question, you can either say, I'm not going to give you any answer, jerk, this kind of a reply, or you can give a reply that is more, professional, or in a way that is more, posh, like more built, like, more eloquent. So, and that would impress the boss. So maybe that and you would do that in a hope, like, yeah, it would increase your point with the boss. But ultimately I think the outcome wouldn't be can't be changed. Let me know in the comment section below what kind of options you chose back then. Did you keep your calm? Did you act like a gentleman as a boss who was wanting, hoping for, or did you just express your anger? Did you burst out in anger? What did you do? And then chapter 15 and 16, the last two chapters of the book one. Stuck in frozen wasteland, will you and your friends be able to escape from Eros's grasp? Staring down a horde of matches under Eros's control, will you survive the final showdown? Then we see the Hayden's carbon copy, the Hayden's copy who looks like Hayden but is a evil one, who has all the characteristics that Hayden doesn't have. The opposite characteristics of Hayden. We thought at first they're the Hayden, but they're not. And they try to not only kill us, but destroy our whole group. And we're stuck in the wasteland. And then they awake all the matches there, all the robots, and they come for us. And I remember Steve was there also coming for us. And Nadia was trying to talk some sense into Steve, but Steve was not his true self. And that was Belly of the Beast. This was super awesome. Let me just explain. What do I think about this? I think the last few chapters, we really had in these last chapters what we had in It Lives Beneath and It Lives in the Woods. The fight, the running, the thrive. You don't have time to rest. You need to fight. It's not a horror book. It's not a supernatural book, but still, you needed to fight, and that was super awesome. Because it was a final fight, you needed to fight to save yourself, and it was really interactive. I was like, alright, so I gotta choose the options correctly, and the fear, like, oh my god, if someone kills Nadia, if someone kills Steve, if someone kills Damien, if someone kills Hayden, what I'm gonna do? We need to find people, we need to gather them around, and we need to get the hell out of this place. And that was super awesome. That was quite interactive, and I think I have not played this kind of a book in a long time now, specifically in the recent days of choices. And these two chapters are super awesome. I still remember playing those, and it really got me. And I was totally hooked up to the screen. The whole story, the last two chapters of this book. But then the problem was averted. We get back to some safe place. From there we escape. But we were in a gallery or somewhere, and we were with Damien. We asked Damien, hey, what's going on? And he says, I can't form any thoughts regarding one picture. And then we realized that, wait, this is not Damien. This is Damien's copy. So we have left Damien there. Now, here where the first book ends, we thought we escaped. We thought we were safe. We thought we were the group. We didn't destroy eras, but we thought we escaped, but we did not. We left our own valuable member, Damien, behind. And the story gets more dire, but also comforting. Also, a mix, lots of heartbreaking situations and stuff happens in the book too, and we will talk about that in another episode where we'll be reviewing this Perfect Match Books Chapter 2. Till then, stay safe, take care, and let me know in the comment section below how did you like this book, and let's interact in the comment section below. One of my favorite books, Perfect Match. Thank you guys for listening in. Let's talk in the comments like I said. Stay safe. Bye. Bye, guys.